Cloud. Okay. So I am going to be sharing with you some amazing, amazing Powerhouse sisters who are going to tell about the Powerhouse Retreat 2019. It's coming up. It's right around the corner, first weekend in November. So we want you to sign up. But guess what? You don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to introduce you to my special guest, Tamia. Tamia, welcome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So we're going to spend the next few minutes talking about the Powerhouse Retreat for women entrepreneurs, right? Amazing experience. Again, so Tamia, tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself to the audience.
All right. So my name is Tamia Pleasance. I am a licensed clinical professional counselor in the state of Maryland, and I am a business owner. So I own a private practice. My practice name is Nilu Therapeutic Solutions. I formally started that in 2016, and since then, things have been growing and moving. So, my private practice have definitely expanded. It started out with just me, and then I added a couple interns, and now I have a few employees. I have a coordinator. So things are going really, really well from my perspective in private practice.
That's amazing. Now, being in private practice can be pretty lonely.
Yes, it can be.
And I know that from, firsthand experience because I'm in private practice in Atlanta myself. So kudos to you. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
So tell us, you chose to go to the 2018 Powerhouse Retreat. Why did you choose to go?
I think I went for a number of reasons. I think initially, Sabra reached out, via, I want to say either email or social media. I can't really remember, just saying that she was going to put on this retreat. And, like you said, private practice can be lonely. And so at the time, I thought it would be a great opportunity to just meet, other women that are also just entrepreneurs, to network and, kind of make sure that I'm reminded that even though on this side of things, I might be, at the time I was the sole, practitioner. And so, but there are other people, they're in it, they're doing it. And I think I just needed an overall pour in, a boost. So those are probably the top reasons why I decided to participate in the Powerhouse 2018 retreat.
Yeah, as I'm a clinician, Saber is a clinician, you're a clinician. So people who are watching might think that it's only for clinicians.
Yeah, no, but it definitely is not.
And so exactly, we want to reiterate that the Powerhouse Retreat is not for clinicians. It's for women who are passionate or trying to reignite their passion about being entrepreneurs.
Absolutely.
Yes. So at the retreat, it was we were there Friday night, we were there Saturday, and then we were there Sunday, and it was just an amazing experience. What was your biggest takeaway from the whole experience?
My goodness, I had so many. Even as I signed up initially, because I lived pretty close to where the location was, yes. I was originally going to just drive back and forth every day. And then at the last minute, I decided, no, I want to be here fully. And so I decided to stay at the same hotel that the retreat was going on. And I'm so glad that I did because, I think one of the biggest takeaways, like you said, it wasn't just female or women entrepreneurs in mental health or doing, private practice. I got to, just learn from women who are, wearing so many different hats and trying to balance things. It was a great reminder that we all have struggles,
yes.
And just the level of vulnerability that was there, the first 15, 20 minutes of the retreat formally starting. And that just really set the bar, for me to give myself permission to say, hey, if I want the most out of this, I have to pour in the most, into it. And so I think the biggest, one of the biggest takeaways, again, was like, I'm not doing this by myself, and not just the business side, but everybody in there was trying to balance, business and family. Maybe some people were in one job, but their, business idea was something completely different. And the level of risk taking, that people were doing, right in front of my face, that gave me permission to, really do some, take some big risk. So, I mean, oh my goodness, I met people that I think normally, I don't know if I would have been as open, because again, we're not in the same field. And so, it's easy to kind of be like, oh, well, they're doing something completely different, so they really can't pour into me, I can't pour into them. But that was far, far from the truth of what I experienced.
That is so true. And I like what you said, because right off the bat, we set that safety container. So people, whatever they're coming with, they were able to give themselves permission.
Yes.
To just be there and show up as their authentic self.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that you brought that out, because it was addressing the spiritual man. It was addressing the business work-life balance.
Yes, absolutely.
And, oh my goodness. And I personally, as a facilitator, I felt like there was such a connection formed with the women because of their ability to be vulnerable and just to have somebody walk alongside them.
Absolutely. No, it's such a pour in on, like you said, it was mentally nourishing, it was spiritually nourishing, and also physically nourishing, to just have that retreat and be in a place where, again, people were willing to take that risk, that gave other people that permission to take that risk. And, I know I personally grew from it, not just from a business standpoint. I mean, we definitely got into the business aspects of things, but I think starting out with where are we mentally and where are we spiritually, all of that pours into, us being able to pour into our own businesses, no matter what, field or area that business is in. And you guys really touched on everything.
That is so amazing. And I'm so glad that you were able to stay and be a part of it and you gave as much as you were able to receive. We were pouring into each other, and we continue to, because we formed this POWERHouse Sisterhood network that we can continue to pour into each other. And I'm so, so grateful. So tell our audience, why should women invest in this?
I think, again, it's worth the investment, because you never really know the door that can be open when you put yourself in a different environment, right? I've gone to many different trainings and spent time with people, again, within my field, and that's great, and I've gotten some great ideas and techniques, but there's something about being in a room full of women that at the core of it, we're kind of all wanting the same thing, even though we have different methods or ideas of how to get there. And so I think it's important that not only do you perfect, whatever field that you're going into, but I think just women being able to pour into other women, and the majority of the women that were there were women of color. And so that was another added layer and added benefit for me to look around the room and being like, not only is it women doing this, but it's women who look like me that are doing this. That was so empowering. And I think that, in a sense, you really are investing in yourself when you put yourself in a position to be part of a retreat and, an I guess an organization like this, you really are investing in yourself and saying, I do want to go further. I want to do things different. And we know if we want something different, we got to do something different. So I think it's so worth the investment, because it's not so much, oh, I'm giving my time and my money to other people, but ultimately, I'm doing this because I want to better myself in some aspect. And then the benefits just go beyond that when you just put yourself in the right position, and in the right place. So many doors can be open. You just have to be willing to walk through them.
I am so excited, and I'm glad that I met you at the Powerhouse Retreat.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
if you're watching this, like it, share it, invite a powerful woman, somebody who has her business. You never know where she is in business, right? Mm-hmm. And could use this, a refresher. And we also have cute giveaways. We have our Powerhouse goodies. So you want to come. Mm-hmm. Not just for the goodies, but for the goodies that, you really can't see physically.
Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely.
Yes. So tell the people where they can reach you. You have an awesome private practice, and remind them how they can get a hold of you.
Absolutely. So again, my business name is Nilu Therapeutic Solutions. I am located right in downtown Silver Spring. So I'm metro accessible, bus accessible, and we have a parking lot, so parking is free for those that come. And the best way to reach out, I do have a website, www.nylu, so that's NYLU, therapeutic-solutions.com. That's going to be the fastest way, because you can send an inquiry right off the website. But if you like, that personal touch of a phone call, then you can reach out at 301-804-3055.
Excellent. And once we get done, if you could drop that information in the comment section, that would be so great, so people can reach you at their convenience. Do you have a special area a specialty area?
So myself, I really work a lot with trauma, those that are experiencing some level of trauma. But the clinicians here, this is a general practice. And so we do things from, career choices, transition, marriage and family issues. We see children starting from the age of 7 all the way up. We work with adolescents, anxiety, depression, all the in-betweens.
Awesome. There, here you have it, folks. One-stop mental health shopping with this amazing group, Nilu. So the contact information is, Sabra already dropped it in the comment section. And so we are just so excited to talk with Tamia today, and to hear about why she chose to invest in the Powerhouse Retreat. And we hope that you also make that choice to invest in the 2019 Powerhouse Retreat. We can't wait to see you there. All right, goodbye everybody. Share this out.